Hey guys, so today's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna be training by myself, and that's something that I not always do. But today, you know, it happened. I just got back from Rio, from the fight, you know, from the UFC 283, and everything is rushed. So my striking coach, Lucas, he was there too. So he's still kind of getting a rest. So for all the work that he was doing, so he's resting a little bit. So I decided to come in the gym and just work on my own. So I'm gonna do, you know, a little bit of mobility, get my body loose, then work a lot on the back. The back work is really important to develop power. You know, that's something that a lot of guys don't know how to develop, and I think back is the best place for power development. So both in punches and also kicks, elbows, knees, all that. Most of the power is going to be developed on the back because it's heavy. You got to use your power and your strength for every single shot. So it's a good way to develop that. And let's go to work. Let's go.
Come on, baby, come on.
So now guys, we're gonna do 3-minute rounds and just movement, you know, just moving the body, you know, in and out, making sure the legs and the steps are all good, footwork, moving the head a little bit as well, and then little by little go adding some shots, and we're gonna do that for about 3 rounds.
All up in your face, this is what you wanted. Never doubt the king, bitch, you know I run it. Heard you on my spot, you'll get nothing from it. Better watch your step, because I run things out here, taking it over. If you not from round here, get out the way, it's time I shut you down. Yeah, show you who's boss and run you down until you can't no more. Cause we gon' fight.
So one more round. We already did 2 3-minute rounds with 1 minute rest in between. Now we got our last round. The last 2 were more movement, footwork, making sure I'm, you know, throwing the feints, positioning myself well and well balanced. Now we're gonna add some shots, so punches, kicks, knees, elbows, with all the movement as well.
Yeah, we gonna fight. I'm taking out your lights. I just do it out of spite. We gon' fight. We gon' fight.
Now we're gonna do 5-minute rounds of bag work. So I'm gonna punch, kick, and, you know, work some combinations, also knees and elbows, but mostly punching and kicking, and trying to work the combinations, trying to, you know, flow with some nice combinations and movement. So right now I want to give a shout out to Cleto Reyes, especially the Cleto Reyes from Chile that hooked me up with these gloves. They are exclusive, so they got Vicente Luque, and then the Brazilian flag and the Chilean flag. So it's awesome. Cleto has always been my favorite brand for gloves, and to get some personalized gloves from them it's an honor. Let's get to work now.
We gon' fight. We gon' fight. Yeah, we gon' fight. Better bring your A game, cause I'm coming for your life. We gon' fight. We gon' fight. We about to fight. I got fire in my veins, I can do this all night. We gon' fight. I get so excited when the bodies hit the floor. I can't get enough, give me some more.
this is really good work. You know, I'm able to work a little bit of everything. So combinations, power, try to move my head, kind of imagining I'm in a fight. Also move my legs to one side and to the other of the bag. I kind of got like 180 degrees to work, you know, of angles, so I can cut angles, put some shots. And yeah, it's tiring work, but it's good, really good. And we try to, you know, keep the pace of the fight. So let's go, one more round. 3 more rounds.
Because I run things out here, taking it over. If you're not from round here, get out the way. It's time I shut you down. Yeah, show you who's boss and run you down until you can't no more. Cause we gon' fight. Yeah, we gonna fight. I'm taking out your lights. I just do it out of spite. We gon' fight. We gon' fight.
One more round to finish off the workout today. Really good. So for this last round, we're going to a different bag. It's a bag that I can work knees better and you know, hooks and uppercuts.
Better bring your A game, cause I'm coming for you like we don't fight. Fight, fight. We don't fight. Fight, fight. We about to fight. Fight, fight, fight. I got fire in my veins, I can do this all night. We don't fight. I got fight in my heart, I've been hyped from the start. That's what me, you gon' see, I'ma tear you apart. Put respect on my name, don't neglect where I came. I broke out at the chains, that was time I go insane. I got fight in my heart, I've been hyped from the start.
We're done for today. That was a good work. As I said, I just got back from Rio, from UFC 283. So Saturday to Sunday, I was awake until like 4 or 5 a.m. Really excited with all the fights. So I barely got to sleep Sunday. So today is Monday. So from Sunday to Monday, that was my first good night of sleep. So the body's still feeling it. So this was the perfect work. You know, nothing too crazy, nothing too hard. Working on my technique, working on the power a little bit. You know, making sure the legs are there with the body. And yeah, it was good work. And now we're gonna do something different, and we're gonna watch the Bonfim brothers fight and just analyze it a little bit, see what went down. I've been training with them for a really long time. I trained with Gabriel since he's like 16, and with Marreta since he's like 18. So you know, I've seen all this development, and now they're in the UFC, and they're gonna be there, you know, to dominate. They're beasts. So let's go watch their fights. So guys, now we're gonna watch Ismael Marreta's fight. It was an amazing one, man. I was watching it there, right in front of the octagon. It was crazy. And Ismael is a guy that has been, you know, doing this for a long time. He started fighting MMA at 15 years old, and he has, I believe, like 20 fights, 18-3 record before this fight. Now 19-3, like 12 win streak. So unbelievable experience, and only now he got to the UFC, but I think he got there at the perfect moment because he's got all that he needs, you know, to perform, to be able to really have a great run in the UFC, soon be in the top 15 and fight for that title, you know, go after that title and bring it. So yeah, this kid is a beast, and I've trained with him for so long. It's awesome to see. So we see he starts off really calm. And McKinney, we know McKinney is explosive. He has, you know, powerful shots. And Ismael Marreta knew that. So he was making sure that he was just going to let McKinney waste a little bit of energy at the start. Not let him, you know, really find anything big to connect. Right there, that was a dangerous knee by McKinney. And good counter, you know, good counter by Marreta with the overhand. Marreta has really great boxing. You could see. He's always aware of his opponent's attack, so he's never too close, but always kind of in a safe distance where he could pull off the shot and get right in there again and counter. Right there, this kind of work uses a lot of energy. So for a guy that is a striker, explosive like McKinney, this takes your power, you know, takes power away from you. Marreta is used to this, so it's not a big deal for him. He's able to grapple and to do a lot of, you know, cage work and grappling work and still be explosive, still, you know, hit with power and speed. Right here, I believe McKinney is looking, you know, to slow down the fight, the pace of the fight, because he's feeling the shots, he's not finding his timing. But I think that this worked against him right now, you know, because Marreta is so used to this. This does not get Marreta tired. So it kind of worked against McKinney, trying to change the pace of the fight. Actually got him tired and worked in favor of Marreta. I think the perfect way to close off the round, you know, just score some takedowns, some ground control, make sure that, you know, finish off this round in a dominant fashion and get ready for the next. He's flying, man. This is just, you know, top 15 level for sure. I'm telling you, this kid is ready to fight with any top 15 right now. But it's good to start, you know, little by little, develop, you know, get octagon, get used to the octagon. It's different to fight in the UFC. It's different to fight with a crowd like the ones that go to the UFC. Especially, you know, in Rio, everybody was there supporting Marreta and a lot of his family members as well. But he still was able to, you know, to keep calm and put on a beautiful performance. McKinney's having a really hard time finding his distance, because whenever he tries to, you know, make the distance by one step forward, Marreta's already out. And if he, you know, and McKinney usually doesn't move out, so he gets countered. That's why he's afraid of him. Look at that. That hook and two was big one. Mouthpiece went flying. Oof, and flying knee. Amazing finish, amazing knockout. You know, that got performance of the night, and well deserved. Just an amazing, amazing finish. Perfect timing with the flying knee. And yeah, man, congratulations to Ismael. Look at that, that's his brother Gabriel. So now let's move on to Gabriel's fight. That was an exciting one as well. So now we're gonna watch Gabriel's fight. Gabriel Bonfim. And this guy is a guy that, man, I've trained so much with him, especially because he's also welterweight. So he has been my main sparring partner for many of my fights in the UFC. So another very experienced fighter. He's young, 24 years old, 13-0, but he has, you know, made more than 30, 40 boxing fights between amateur and professional. He's been Brazilian amateur champion and Brazilian professional champion in boxing. So a lot of experience in striking. And he's a black belt in Luta Livre here from Renato and Brasilia Luta Livre, just, you know, the same place that I train. So, you know, another guy that is complete, just like his brother. A little bit wild, so the fight started off wild, hard kick and kind of, you know, outbalanced Gabriel. But Gabriel is much more aggressive, and it's just his style. He has always been really, really aggressive, but he trusts, you know, his head movement and his boxing, his ability, you know, to see the fight. And Laziz is feeling, you know, the pressure. He's not finding a lot of shots. Gabriel is just working. Laziz shoots for a takedown, but not a good move. And yeah, that's a perfect movement by Gabriel. He has an amazing guillotine, and also Doris and Anaconda. You know, we train a lot of that, especially being strikers. We train a lot of that, and that was it. Less than a minute, amazing performance. And this kid, he's gonna, you know, give great shows for you guys and really make his name in this division in welterweight. Just 24 years old, so much more to grow, so much more to develop, and amazing skills. You know, he finished the guy on the ground, being an amazing striker. So you see the guy is complete. He can fight on the ground, on striking wherever he needs to. So congratulations to him. This is Odair Bonfim. It's Samurai, that one that was hugging him. It's their older brother. So Gabriel and Ismael, there are 13 brothers in total. Their oldest brother is their first trainer, their boxing coach. And yeah, so it's great to see them being able to develop like this and now being able to give a better life to their family. Ismael just had a baby, you know, he's about, I don't know, maybe 1 month. right now, so 1 month or 2 months, something like that, I'm not sure, but they just had a baby. Look at that, everybody super happy for that win. That was amazing. So that was it, guys. That was it for today. A little bit of my training was a little bit lighter because getting back from the trip, it was a great experience to be there in the UFC, get to connect with a lot of the fans as well, a lot of Chileans, Peruvians, Uruguayans, Argentinians, and all the Brazilian crowd, you know, all the fans from Brazil there in Rio. Finally, we have UFC here in South America again, so that was amazing. And yeah, thank you guys for always being here in the channel, subscribing. Make sure you like the video, share the video. Let's keep on having fun.